È giorno, sembra notte.
This rear end.
Oh. That blue car doing this stuff. This blue car, he's just like,
चम्मे डूबे हाथे यार अभिमानी यस्तै आउने बेला यस्तै खाल्टोमा परेको थियो क्या पानी यति त्यहाँ आयो
Severe thunderstorms, giant hail, and intense rain batter huge parts of NSW. Torrential rain brought 52 millimeters of rainfall in just 90 minutes across Sydney's CBD as the east coast was battered by a fierce and stormy rain bomb. Large parts of New South Wales were warned to stay indoors as thunderstorms smashed the coast, with flash flooding causing chaos across Sydney. Thunderstorms rolled across the state, bringing with them giant hail, destructive winds, and heavy rainfall after the Bureau of Meteorology warned an unsettled day of wild weather was ahead. Sydney was smashed with thunderstorms and heavy rain led to flash flooding across the CBD, inner west and eastern suburbs. Roads of Strathfield and the city's inner west became rivers and caused traffic chaos along with parts of Parramatta and the eastern suburbs. Horsley Park in western Sydney was drenched with 77.6 millimeters of rain in just 1 hour, while streets in Riverstone in the city's west was flooded with knee-high water. Wind gusts at Sydney Airport clocked over 70 kilometers at the peak of the storm. Town Hall Station in Sydney's CBD also turned into a waterfall and caused chaos for lunchtime commuters earlier today. The brief but intense thunderstorm resulted in a handful of drivers needing to be rescued as roads quickly became rivers. There were more than 22 flood rescues in the Sydney area as the flash flooding caught drivers by surprise. The NSW has responded to 559 incidents so far today after the storms damaged homes and flooded roads across the state. If you come across a flooded road, turn around and find an alternative route, a spokesperson for NSW said today. Never drive, walk, or play in flood waters. Flash flooding can occur suddenly and without warning. Several major roads remain closed, including Walgrove Road at Cecil Hills between Elizabeth Drive and Villiers Road. Trains are running at a reduced frequency on the Olympic Park line in Sydney, while some buses have diverted routes to avoid flooded roads. NSW State Duty Commander Assistant Commissioner Nicole Hogan said crews are still working to respond to storm and flood-related incidents and urged residents across the state to stay safe and keep across alerts. Flash flooding can occur suddenly and without warning. If you come across a flooded road, turn around. There is always another way, Hogan said.
Look at this blue car, he's just like okay, what would you do in that situation? Surely just leave it. Yeah, it's yours.
With further severe weather likely over the coming days, take steps now to prepare. Park vehicles under cover, tie down loose items, and check gutters and drains at your home for blockages. The wild weather has smashed Wollongong along with central NSW regions Goulburn, Wagga Wagga, Mudgee, and Orange. The Bureau then updated its warning earlier today to include the south coast, including Bateman's Bay, Eaton, Bega, Moruya, and Merimbula.
Check out the water. This is all running down the hill to here. Gutter is absolutely...
The most severe storms have so far focused on the city's southwest and as far as the Blue Mountains. The town of Harden, around 125 kilometers from Canberra, was already battered with extra-large hailstones during a flash storm. The small town's roads turned into sleet after a hailstorm around 9 a.m. today. Many buildings in Harden sustained major storm damage, including collapsed roofing and smashed windows. Harden coped one huge storm this morning. Most shops are severely water damaged. Our post office has smashed windows and leaks everywhere, Councillor Michelle Gallo said on Facebook. There is now quite the cleanup left for residents after hail and rain battered the area. Harden's SES unit has received 136 incidents since 6 a.m. today. Senior meteorologist Miriam Bradbury said tomorrow's forecast is set to be a little calmer, but storms are still likely across the east coast, including some Queensland border towns. Heavy rainfall, damaging winds, and large hail will all continue a risk throughout the east tomorrow, she said. A severe thunderstorm remains in place for parts of central western NSW. Storms likely to produce heavy rainfall, which may lead to flash flooding, large hailstones, and damaging winds are forecast for Scone, Tamworth, Gunda, Narrabri, Walgett, Coonabarabran, Coomemble, Bourke, and Brewarrina.